You are 5 years old and you just discovered your personality. It's a cart, a tiny, ridiculous, glorified lawnmower on wheels. Your dad buckles you in like it's casual, like he's not internally losing his mind. You press the throttle. The cart shoots forward. Your face does something it has never done before. You are grinning so hard it looks like a medical condition. You finish the lap. You look at your dad. You say 4 words that will cost him approximately the price of a house over the next 15 years. Again? Faster? More? Now! Poor guy never saw it coming. By 7, you're at the kart track every single weekend. Rain, cold, wind, doesn't matter. Other kids are at birthday parties. You are at a wet circuit in the middle of nowhere learning the racing line through a hairpin. Your mom packs sandwiches. Your dad watches through binoculars like a man watching his retirement fund drive in circles. You win your first race at 8. You celebrate like you've won the World Cup. Your competition is 9-year-olds. You do not care. A trophy is a trophy, and yours is going on the shelf above the TV where everyone can see it. At 10, a rival appears. Every great story needs one. He's a year older, has a better cart than you, better tires than you, and an attitude that suggests he was born specifically to annoy you. He beats you twice. You study his driving like you're preparing a dossier. You beat him at the next race so decisively that his dad kicks a tire barrier. You decide this is the greatest moment of your life so far. Spoiler, it is not even close to the greatest moment of your life. But it's a very good Tuesday. At 11, a talent scout watches one of your races and approaches your dad, not you. Your dad. Because you are 11, and apparently still a side character in your own story. Your dad calls you over, crouches down, and says something very carefully. That evening at dinner, everything is slightly different. The conversation is normal, the food is normal, but you can feel the room tilting like a track that just changed gradient. Something has begun. Karting becomes Formula 4. Formula 4 becomes Formula 3. Each step up the ladder is faster, louder, more expensive, and more fun than you have any right to be having. Sponsorship deals get signed with companies you've never heard of. One of them makes industrial pipe fittings. Their logo goes on your helmet. You are 13 years old, and you are sponsored by a pipe fitting company, and this is somehow completely normal now. At 15, you move to Europe by yourself. Because someone looked at a teenager who goes very fast and thought, yes, send him to another country. That'll be fine. It is, in fact, fine. Better than fine. You are in Europe, racing proper cars, eating food you can't pronounce, and absolutely flourishing. Your language skills are creative at best. You once accidentally told a mechanic that his mother was a very good circuit. He laughed. You laughed. Nobody fully understood why. Racing is an international language, and you are fluent in the only part that matters. You crash in your second month. Wet qualifying, completely off the road, into the barriers, 0 points, 0 dignity. You climb out of the car, give a thumbs up to the marshals, and go back to the garage. Your engineer asks if you're okay. You say, yes, absolutely, totally fine. Can we look at the data? The data shows you were pushing too hard too early. You file this information under useful and get back in the car the following week. This is the moment you realize what kind of driver you are, not the kind who needs a minute, the kind who needs the data. At 17, you sign a Formula 2 contract with a Works-affiliated team. The contract is 17 pages long and includes a clause about your face. They own certain uses of your face. You are 17, and your face is a contractual asset. You sign it immediately because the team name on the front page is one you've had on your bedroom wall since you were 8. The pipe fitting company somehow follows you here. Some loyalties run deep. Formula 2 is where you grow up at approximately triple speed. You learn that a race weekend is 10% driving and 90% everything else. Press conferences where you say nothing for 15 minutes while journalists write articles anyway. Debrief sessions where engineers explain what you did wrong using graphs. A teammate who is perfectly pleasant to your face, and a completely different situation on track. You love every chaotic second of it. At 19, the phone call arrives, a full Formula One seat. You, starting next season. You hang up. You stand in your apartment and stare at the wall for 4 minutes like it owes you an explanation. Then you call your dad. He answers on the second ring and is already crying, which means your manager called him first, which means your dad found out before you fully processed it, which is both extremely your dad and also somehow perfect. Lights go out on race day, and you have one single stray thought before everything clicks in. Please don't embarrass yourself in front of 400 million people. Muscle memory takes over. You don't embarrass yourself. You finish 13th. 13th out of 20 is, in any normal sport, deeply unremarkable. In Formula One, your team debrief runs 90 minutes, and you receive a standing ovation from your engineers that you will remember forever. The first couple of seasons are a masterclass in controlled chaos. You score points. You occasionally threaten the top 10. You have one genuinely brilliant race in the wet where you pass 3 cars in 2 laps, and the commentators lose their composure entirely. You re-watch that clip more than you'll ever admit publicly, and then you win in Spain. Lap 47. A late call. You execute it perfectly. Crossing the line is one of the top 3 sensory experiences of your existence. The radio is complete bedlam. Your engineer, normally a man of precise technical vocabulary, just says yes, 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 yes for about 6 seconds straight. You do the slow-down lap grinning like a 5-year-old at a kart track, and you think, this is the same feeling. It was always the same feeling, just significantly faster. At 26, you fight for the championship, 24 races, 9 months. Every weekend, a different country, different track, same pressure. Your brain runs a background process now that is permanently calculating points. You go to sleep calculating. You wake up calculating. You eat breakfast while calculating. The championship is a maths problem that also happens to involve going 300 kilometers an hour and not dying. You end the season second by 11 points. 11 points. Across 47,000 kilometers. You take it well publicly. You take it slightly less well in the privacy of your motorhome for approximately 40 minutes. Then you eat something that tastes like ambition. Do your recovery session, and start thinking about next year. This is called professionalism. It is also called being absolutely feral about winning. At 28, you win the World Championship. The way it happens is chaotic and brilliant and completely fitting. The radio after the final lap is genuinely the loudest thing your ears have ever processed. Your engineer hugs you in Parc Fermé and lifts you slightly off the ground, which is physically impressive given the fireproofs. You are the world champion, you. The 5-year-old who pressed the throttle on a kart and decided right then that this was the only thing worth doing with a life. Told you. At 35, you decide it's time. You announce your retirement in a video that takes 3 takes because you keep laughing at the wrong moments. The internet responds with approximately 400,000 emotional messages. You respond to 17 of them personally, which causes its own mild internet incident. Your last race is at home. You drive it the same way you drive every lap. No nostalgia, no slowing down to take it in, full commitment, full attack, right to the last corner, because that is the only way you know how to do anything. And frankly, It would be embarrassing to start a new approach in the final 10 minutes. You cross the line, you climb out of the car for the last time. Your race engineer is standing at the garage entrance. He hands you your gloves back. He'd been holding them. And you look at each other for a moment, and both of you pretend that everything is absolutely fine, which is the most Formula One thing that has ever happened. You sit down in the motorhome, you take the helmet off, you look at it for a second. 30 years. One very specific feeling in your chest, found at age 5, chased relentlessly, caught repeatedly, never fully gotten over. Tomorrow morning you wake up with nowhere to be. You're going to go karting, obviously. This is your life. You went fast. You had fun. And somewhere out there, a 5-year-old just pressed a throttle for the first time and made the same face you did. Poor parents.